Danganronpa.
Hallo und herzlich willkommen zur weiteren Episode Danganronpa und es geht weiter. Looks like we have reached the intermission segment, which means it's time for our Guess the Victim quiz. A victim quiz, not a culprit quiz. The only victims are the people who are still watching this drawn out, boring crap. Why are you being such a downer all of a sudden? I'm sure everyone is happy. How do you know? They could be skipping this entire conversation for all you know. I can't take it anymore. I'm the real victim here. Me. Why are you getting upset? If anything, I'm the real victim. I gotta put up with all this nonsense all the time. That's monodam. Why? He hasn't said anything. Cause there are no victims. Yep, even if you're killed in this killing game, you're a winner. Cause then everyone mourns you and you get tons of posthumous popularity. You don't need to reveal these kind of behind the scenes details. Dying makes you more popular, then we gotta die soon too. Genau. Okay, ich bin gespannt. Sehr gespannt.
This is my impression of a spooky, scary ghost.
Ah! I'm fine with real ghosts, but impressions of them are too scary!
Kotzt du auch?
Does not compute.
Did you hear something?
No, I didn't hear anything.
You know what else is scary? Sweet buns. Yep, tasty, tasty sweet buns. So round, so sweet, so delicious.
That doesn't sound scary at all!
I'm scared too. Scared of losing my friends.
Did you hear something?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Is all that remains of a once powerful youth.
Oh, war nett mit dir, Monotaro.
Answer us, Himiko. You chose the middle room to lure us into your trap, did you not? Then you used that trap to kill Tenko, yes?
Well, Donkey Lips, did you kill that twat?
Wait, must be some mistake. No way Himiko is culprit.
Then she needs to defend herself. Otherwise, this debate is deadlocked.
I don't care if you gotta use magic to do it, but say something already.
Are you even listening? No, I'm not listening.
What?
I don't care anymore. I'm too tired. Angie died. Tenko died. Why did I have to survive? And now, you're all saying I killed them? I just don't care anymore.
Himiko.
Do whatever. If you want to vote for me, then just go ahead.
The game gets really blah if the suspect isn't into it.
That's not the problem.
Damn it. Don't tell me you've given up.
Himiko, don't give up.
Don't you understand? My life is riding on the outcome of this trial!
Just shut up. I told you, I'm too tired. It's all just a big pain. I can't put up with it anymore.
What are you talking about? If you give up here...
You needn't worry. Himiko was the one who chose that room. Therefore, she is unmistakably the culprit.
Impossible! Himiko would never kill Tenko! Himiko not that kind of person! Gonta can tell by Himiko's face!
Himiko's a little slow, so I don't think she's capable of handling a complicated crime.
I also think Himiko's not the culprit. Somehow.
Either way, we gotta look for more possibilities.
That does seem like rather a pointless quest.
No, it's not. We gotta be strong. Gotta keep thinking. Then we might find new truth. So no give up, Himiko!
Himiko, I know what you feel. I felt the same way after Kaede died. But we can't give up. We survived. And now we have to survive for the sake of the whole world. Bloody Cookie, da ist es doch. Endlich.
In that room was Himiko's decision, was it not?
Yes.
What if someone steered her into picking that room?
Of the 3 empty rooms, why did you select the middle room? Because you laid your trap there.
Was trap only in that room? Other rooms may be trapped.
I agree.
Das war easy.
It's just like Gonta said. Each room was the same. They were all trapped.
What? Is that true?
Kokichi will tell you.
I was way too careless. Wait, what are you talking about?
I guess there was no crosspiece supporting this floor, but so I kind of stepped through. What bad luck.
While you were in the room next to the crime scene, you found a loose floorboard, right?
Well, I didn't find it so much as I stepped through it and tripped.
Eine Sache will ich kurz nachprüfen. Wie viel wog Tenko? 115 lbs. 143 lbs. Kann einer ausrechnen, ob der Unterschied genug ist, um ein Messer irgendwie in den Rücken zu rammen?
So the culprit prepared a trap in all 3 empty rooms, not just the middle one.
If the culprits had traps in all the rooms, then they wouldn't need to select a room themselves.
So the real trap was for someone else to pick a room and take the blame.
I see. We were caught in the culprit's trap all along.
Especially you!
But now there's no reason to suspect Himiko, right?
Himiko, do you remember what Tenko told you?
Keep your chin up and live life facing forward, so right in anyone else. Es ist halt so obvious, dass es jetzt angeblich Kyo ist.
Facing forward. She said that to you, right? If you give up on living, you'd be betraying her memory.
Aber jetzt wird halt so obvious gezeigt, dass...
Trying to keep our promises to the dead. This trial, it's not just for our lives. It's for everyone who's died as well. That's why we can't give up. This is our responsibility. We live on.
You're right. Yeah, that's right. If I gave up here, I wouldn't be able to face Angie or Tenko.
That's right. So let's do our best.
Alright, I'm not gonna say it's a pain anymore. I won't give up. I'll fight alongside everyone and survive.
Do not say everyone. After all, the blackened is still among us.
Und ich denke immer noch, du bist es.
Hey, there you go. Killing the mood like usual. But damn, well said, Shuichi. That's what I'd expect from my soul, bro.
Your soul, bro?
Well, anyway, do you think the Blackened this time has some sort of superpower?
What are you talking about?
Well, as a self-proclaimed expert of stepping through floorboards, isn't it weird that no one stepped through that floorboard before the culprit used it?
Don't step on the magic circle.
That is a good point.
It must have been barrier magic. Well, that's one possibility.
Aber
But I think it might have been something else.
warum hast du Tenko gekillt? Why did no one step on the floorboard until it was used for the murder? That must be the reason.
This is it! It's because of the magic circle at the scene of the crime.
Yeah, wir erinnern uns.
The floorboard in question was within the circle. That's why no one stepped on it.
So the magic circle's purpose was to keep us away from the whole trick.
That was part of the culprit's plans too?
That's right, in that case then the culprit. There's no doubt in mind. Oh mein Gott. Es war ich all along.
It has to be you! Kyo. Was it you?
Whatever are you talking about?
I'm talking about Tenko's murder.
Kyo? Why do you suspect me?
Because you were the one who drew the magic circle.
Ja, und er hat den Stein gelegt, perfekt.
From discovering
Und
the
hat...
seesaw trick, but that's not all it was for. In order to make the murder succeed, variables like Tenko's position and the placement of the cage needed to be defined. And those variables were defined by using the magic circle. In short, the circle itself was the most important tool in this murder. Knowing that, the person who drew the magic circle has to be the culprit.
Well, Kyo,
Answer already! Did you do it?
What is so funny?
I was just thinking. So this is how each Blackened must have felt. What an intriguing experience this is.
What? An intriguing experience?
But if I am the culprit as you claim, then I stomped on the floorboard, yes? So, do tell. How could I have stomped on the floorboard during that darkened seance?
I see. That is problem.
Unless that is made clear, you cannot be certain I am the culprit.
How can you be so calm when you're backed into a corner like this?
I will explain that in due time. Please answer my question first.
Er kannte halt das Ding perfekt auswendig.
Wait a minute.
Did you figure it out?
That's it, the corporate didn't even have to see it all, they used... oder halt das,
That's it.
wo halt welches Salz liegt und so,
The
Symbol.
culprit used touch. They didn't see, they felt.
That way they could get around in the dark, like how I got to the candle.
Wasn't Seesaw in middle of room? Gonta doesn't think it was near wall.
So they probably used something besides the wall to move them,
Das
right?
Salz.
Were there any other markers within reach?
Of course, the answer to that is there was nothing of the sort.
Magic Circle.
That's it! The magic circle. They used the magic circle.
The Magic Circle.
The magic circle was drawn with salt. The culprit used the salt's texture to feel their way through the dark.
I see. So Kyo traced the magic circle with his hands to get to the loose floorboard.
Oh, I see. You drew the magic circle with salt to use it as a guide.
Ich warte immer noch darauf, dass der große Plot-Twist kommt, dass er es nicht war.
An interesting thought. It is unfortunate that it is so wrong.
What?
Recall the document. What did the magic circle look like?
Based on the document, the magic circle wouldn't reach the corners of the room.
So what?
When the room was darkened, each of us was in a corner of the room, yes? The magic circle didn't reach us, so I could not have followed it, yes?
Doch.
You're talking about the magic circle in the document. That doesn't mean the circle you drew was the same.
No, I most definitely drew it exactly the same. I have it perfectly memorized.
So which is it? Is there any way to check?
Not anymore. The magic circle is a complete mess from being trampled on.
See another piece of the puzzle. Drawing a circle with salt, but all guaranteed would be temporary. The investigation itself would have gotten rid of the evidence. Clever.
Everyone, may I have your attention, please?
What a pain.
Er hat auch ein
I
Bild
don't
gemacht.
have any way to check it now.
Excuse me, everyone. May I have your attention, please?
Well, I guess there's no point in discussing the magic circle anymore.
Hey, may I have your attention?
I said cut that out! It's too bright!
I apologize. I just wanted everyone to listen to me.
About what?
I had Miu add another function to my body, in addition to the flashlight.
No way! Did you really? Stop! You can't! I didn't install it for that purpose!
Please, let me use it. With it, I might be able to save everyone.
Alright, so what is this function?
It's an image recording function.
Image recording?
Specifically, this function allows me to dispense a printout of my own memory. I'll give it a try. Ready?
From your mouth?
I also used magic like that before.
This printout is my memory of being kicked out of the seance. Please confirm that the floor of the empty room is clearly visible. Go on, take the picture and see for yourself.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, Shuichi, do you notice anything?
Oh mein Gott. Das sind freaking... Das sieht japanisch aus. Japanische Zeichen.
There! This helped a lot, Kibo. Without you, I never would have seen through Kyo's lie.
My lie.
You just said that you drew the magic circle exactly as it appears in the document. But that's a lie, isn't it? The magic circle at the scene had lines that stretched to the room's corners, which means that you would be able to find the floorboard from anywhere in the room.
So it was different from the document after all.
All because Himiko noticed. And because of Kibo, too.
Hey, where's my things? I'm the
want to install that function into Kibo.
Hey, yeah, what was it you were saying about its purpose?
Oh, to be honest, the purpose of that image recording function is to monitor my health. Specifically, I make Kibo use that function every day to analyze my turds. What?
Was sind Turds?
Shit is a great indicator of intestinal health and gut bacteria quality.
Was ist Turds?
Taking a satisfying shit does wonders for a woman's natural beauty, so... See? You're all grossed out! This is why I didn't want to tell you about my plan!
Quit talking about your poop. No one cares. Kyo, you killed Tenko, didn't you? Just give up and admit it already.
So, Kyo, if you have any objections, you can...
Your deductions are fiction. Well, since you've given me the option, I will most certainly object. To be honest, it's unimportant, but it may be an amusing diversion.
Unimportant.
Now I shall bear witness to your abilities, Shuichi. Do entertain me.
Markerstone.
If you are going to claim I am the culprit, then what of the murder weapon? It was set up in the cage. The only people capable of that are Kokichi and Shuichi, who carried the cage. So suspicion should fall on them.
White cloth Ding da
True, we
drüber.
could have placed the sickle there, but we could not have removed it later. Because we weren't the ones who lifted the cage. That was Himiko.
The only person who could have collected the sickle is Himiko. But the only people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and Shuichi. But in regards to that dilemma, I did not carry the cage, nor did I lift it. I had no opportunity to touch the sickle. So simply put, I am not the killer. The person who could have collected the sickle is Himiko. But the people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and Shuichi. But in regards to that dilemma, I did not carry the cage, nor I had no opportunity to touch the sickle.
I'll cut through your words! The only person who could have set up the sickle and retrieved it afterward is Kyo. That was done by covering the cage with a white cloth. You could have secretly placed the sickle when you draped the cloth. And retrieved it afterward when you removed the cloth. Then, while everyone was distracted, you discreetly dropped the sickle under the floor.
Wonderful! That's exactly correct.
It's correct. Then why don't you give up already?
The trick I put so much work into is just wasted effort now.
Was you? You killed Tenko?
Let me guess. You'll never forgive me. Himiko, you must hate me so very much. Maybe you'd feel better if I was executed by Monokuma. But unfortunately for you, that won't happen. Because if you vote for me, every spotless, including myself, will die.
What you talking about, Kyo?
You still don't understand?
Das ist
I killed
awkward.
Tenko, that is the truth. But it is meaningless in this class trial.
Meaningless?
You mean Monokuma's extra rule, right?
Jetzt so, yes. Dass die halt...
You see, I killed Tenko, but not Angie. For us, Tenko's death is nothing but a trivial issue. Because the blackened in this trial is the culprit who killed Angie.
Trivial issue? No, that's gotta be a lie. You probably killed Angie too.
That is simply not possible. Recall that I was unable to enter Angie's lab.
Oh,
Only student council members and Kokichi could enter research lab.
Aber sie ist herausgegangen.
How could I have possibly killed Angie when I couldn't even enter her lab?
We can figure that out. No one else could have done it besides you. If you're the one who killed Tenko, you gotta be the one who killed Angie.
I understand how you feel, Himiko, but maybe we can discuss this rationally and calmly. There is a non-zero possibility that Kyo is telling the truth.
So you understand how she feels. I see. Wait, robots can understand human feelings?
Of course I understand. I work really hard to understand.
Hey, why are you getting all worked up, Kibo? Chill, dude.
That's enough! It's voting time! I'm gonna vote for him!
Voting for me will only help the one who murdered Angie.
Isn't Kyo culprit?
Of course I'm not. This case was an error on my part. Monokuma added that rule after both bodies were found, yes? How was I to know that the trial would only be for Angie's killer?
Hatte den Plan zu entkommen. Ja, das dachte ich mir auch. Also super lost. Für dich.
Had I known, I certainly wouldn't have killed Tenko.
You're lying! You killed Tenko and Angie!
Das ist voll unfair für
Now,
den.
hold on. Jumping to conclusions here is dangerous.
We should talk it out more. This case might have juicy plot twists waiting to happen.
Nuts to that. Any way you look at this case, Kyo is obviously the culprit.
Yeah, there's sort of no other way to look at it.
No, it's too dangerous to vote before we
Okay,
arrive at
wir
a logical
haben-
decision.
The culprit's one of you. Wowee! This argument is getting intense. At times like this, the Ultimate Academy is brought.
Ja, okay.
Yippee! I've been waiting for this!
Why were you waiting for it?
Kyo confessed to killing Tenko, but insists he didn't kill Angie. Warum ist das eigentlich? Warum soll das irgendwie episch sein oder?
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie!
Kibo! We don't know for certain that Kyo killed Angie.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab and killed her.
Kyo! Anyone could have entered my lab.
The katana was found in Kyo's lab.
Kyo! Anyone could have entered my lab.
So Kyo did kill Tenko, but he not blackened?
Kyo! Not possible. That rule was added after both murders.
He was planning to use the new rule to protect himself all along.
Kyo! Not possible. That rule was added after both murders.
We solved the mystery of Tenko's death. Can't we just vote now?
I got this! Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab and killed her.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie!
Kibo! We don't know for certain that Kyo killed Angie.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab and killed her.
I got this! But he couldn't get into Angie's research lab. The katana was found.
Kyo! Anyone could have entered my lab.
So Kyo did kill Tenko, but he not blackened?
Kokichi! Perhaps there's a second blackened we need to find.
He was planning to use the new
Kyo! Not possible. That rule was added after both murders.
We solved the mystery of
I got this! Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
Ach so, jetzt.
This is our answer! It would be a mistake to vote before we've completely solved Angie's murder. And there's still the mystery of Tenko's murder.
Mystery? What kind of mystery?
Well, Kyo's confession derailed our conversation a bit. But we still have to go over one of the clues found at Tenko's crime scene. I believe it might even have something to do with Angie's murder.
Yes, the outlining piece of evidence at Tenko's murder scene. It's duct tape. Okay, es ist nicht das Duct Tape, weil das habe ich mir super... Achso, die Forehead Injury. Nicht die Forehead Injury, dann das Necronomicon an sich. Okay. Hä, was soll denn jetzt daran... What clue was found at the crime scene that hadn't... Das Duct Tape! Das haben wir doch erklärt. What? Ach so, ich dachte, es geht um... Hä, wurde nicht gesagt. Warte, das will ich jetzt wissen. Nein, ich will eigentlich... Das schaue ich mir jetzt gleich an. Das Dry Blood oder was? Moment, stopp. Objection.
The bloodstain found...
Backlog. Achso, Tenko. Oh, ich dachte, es geht jetzt mal um Angie.
It was beneath the floorboard that the culprit stomped on.
Is that Tenko's blood?
That bloodstain is too far from Tenko's corpse.
Deswegen dachte ich ja am Anfang, dass irgendwie Angie dahin ist.
Also, the bloodstain was already dry when we found it. But the blood from Tenko's body hadn't even begun to dry yet.
Well, that's weird. Why was that bloodstain the only dry one?
The bloodstain on the floor but was dry because... Das ist beides richtig?
That's it.
1 und 2 waren richtig.
The bloodstain wasn't from Tenko's murder. It was there before we started the seance.
Before the seance?
Sense. That should make it clear.
That's it. That bloodstain wasn't Tenko's. It was Angie's.
Why was blood from Angie at the scene of Tenko's murder?
Yeah, wasn't Angie killed in her research lab?
Just because we found her body there doesn't mean she was killed there.
Ah, I guess that's possible.
If Angie wasn't killed in her lab, then that opens up a lot more possibilities. We assumed that only council members could have killed Angie since her body was in her lab. But if she died somewhere else, then we can't suspect just the council members anymore.
So the culprit didn't enter her lab, but waited for her to come out of it?
I'm not sure if the culprit waited for her, but they probably killed her when she came out. Well, I thought that was more likely from the start. So I went to places Angie might have gone and checked all 3 empty rooms.
Places she might have gone?
Vor allen Dingen,
Why did you check the empty rooms?
Kyo, bist du dumm? Du machst einen Fall für dich schwerer aus Angst, dass du den nicht schaffst und
The empty
riskierst
rooms were the only
irgendeine
places I
Regel.
could think of that Angie would go.
Did Angie have business in rooms?
Yes.
It seems Kokichi's up to his usual misleading nonsense again.
I do lie a lot, and I could be lying right now too. But I'm pretty sure someone's panicking right now because of my lie.
Angie left her lab on her own and headed to the room where she was killed. Is Kokichi's statement true or... Necronomicon? Okay.
The art research lab is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room instead.
She left her lab on her own?
Yes.
But why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there.
Except for candles.
That's it! She wanted a...
I agree.
Wait. What? Als ob Kyo jetzt Tenko noch... Moment, nee, das kann nicht sein.
That's it. Angie went to that room to get a candle.
Yeah, her tanky wax play!
No. Angie was going to use it for the ritual. According to the Necronomicon, to resurrect the dead.
After praying death... Ja, okay. Das habe ich halt auch gelesen, ne? Das habe ich ja gecallt.
Then, did she seek out a candle so she could burn the book?
That's right. There's nothing to start a fire with in Angie's lab. So she went to go get a candle from one of the empty rooms.
And that's when the culprit attacked her!
That's why there was dried blood underfloor.
Which means Angie was attacked in the same room the seance was held. Bravo, Himiko. Well done for choosing that room for the seance. If we hadn't done the seance in that room, then Tenko's murder would have been in another room. If that happened, no one would have discovered Angie's bloodstain under the floorboards.
Doch.
That's right. Shuichi and I only checked under the floorboard.
Ja, ihr seid ja auch dumm.
Yep, it's all thanks to Himiko for choosing the same room as Angie. This must be a Tua's will. Or maybe the power of magic.
It's neither. I just picked one.
Uff.
Hold on. You're all acting as though you've proven that is fact already. You claim Angie was murdered in the empty room, and then moved to the lab? Then how do you explain the large amount of blood in the lab? It may be possible to carry a body, but blood cannot be moved.
I think she was still alive after the attack in the empty room. She was killed after she was carried to her lab.
That means the culprit attacked her twice. I have evidence of that. Steht in der Monokuma-File.
Damn it!
Oder das fucking Duct Tape. Nee. Was verrät das?
This is it!
Wir haben doch gerade darüber geredet.
The fatal wound was a cut to the back of her neck from a katana. But she also showed signs of blunt force trauma. And I think I know why. After Angie was knocked unconscious in the empty room, she was killed in her lab.
Da steht doch immer noch Konterfeil drin.
I see. So that puddle of blood is from the killing blow.
Yes.
It's all clear now. Angie was attacked in the empty room, carried to her lab, and it was there that the culprit finished her off.
All clear. This is all clear. What are you all talking about? All clear? What is all clear? What are you? All clear? What are you all... You what? What are... I will not fear. I will not back down. Sweet Korekio, calm yourself. Their words are all hollow. There is no meaning to any of them.
Ich überlege, mit meiner Mom das zu spielen, weil die so Mörderzeugs mag. Deswegen schaue ich die ganze Zeit, ist das okay, so, ist der Style okay? Und ich hätte jetzt gesagt, okay, wenn wir das spielen, jeder liest eine Person vor. Ich die männlichen und sie die weiblichen. Und wenn Kyo dann gezeigt wird, dann frage ich so, warum sagst du nichts? Aber man denkt, dass es ein Mann ist. Moment. War das jetzt ein Wort von Anfang an gesagt, dass es ein Mann? What?
You must teach these ignorant children a lesson. Yes, you're right. Okay, I'll teach them.
What the hell are you mumbling about? You're giving me the goddamn willies!
Okay, wir reden gleichzeitig dann.
Not yet. Nothing is clear at all.
It's full of doubts, of mysteries, of a dense, impenetrable fog! Nothing is clear at all!
Angie was attacked in the empty room first. And then carried into the research lab? Impossible! Impossible! That's nothing but a delusion! You intend to poison our minds with your delusions?
It's no delusion. Angie's 2 external wounds tell the story. After she was struck in the empty room, she was carried to the art research lab and then killed.
You say the culprit carried Angie's body? And not a single drop of blood fell? The hallway and empty room had no bloodstains. You say the culprit carried Angie's body? And not a single drop of blood fell? The hallway and empty room had no bloodstains. Damn it! You say the culprit carried Angie's body? And not a single drop of blood fell? The hallway and empty room had no bloodstains.
Hä, warum braucht das einfach 10 Jahre oder geht es dann kaputt an?
And not a single drop of blood fell. The hallway and empty room had no bloodstains. Even if you wipe them down later, there'd still be traces of evidence left behind. But there was no evidence anywhere, was there, Shuichi?
I'll cut through your words.
Oder so.
There was evidence left at the scene. The bloody tape under Angie's body.
What?
It was wrapped around her head to stop the bleeding while she was being carried.
Bloody tape? Gonta didn't notice at all.
It was under the body. It's most likely evidence the culprit should have gotten rid of. But since it was hidden, the culprit didn't notice and failed to dispose of it.
It must have fallen as the fatal blow was dealt, and ended up under her body.
Must have been Atua who did that for us.
What? Atua? How long are you going to keep that up?
Now we know most of the mystery behind Angie's murder.
I'm convinced there's only one person who could have killed Angie. It has to be you.
Aber warum?
It's you, Kyo. You killed Angie.
What the fuck? So it's true.
Well, that was obvious. Such a boring, obvious answer.
You killed both of them. Why did you kill them?
In terms of pure logic, only one victim was necessary to win.
Why? Why you killed them both?
I think one of the murders was an accident.
An accident?
That's right. It wasn't part of the plan.
Huh? Which one?
That's it! Angie's murder was an accident.
What? Tenko wasn't accident?
That's right. Kyo originally planned to kill someone with a seesaw trick. But while he was making preparations in the empty room, Angie walked in. So he decided to kill her in order to keep her from talking.
She just happened to walk in on the culprit setting up and was killed.
Then he should have just stopped there.
Yes.
He killed Angie. There was no reason for him to kill Tenko.
Doch, weil es so beautiful ist.
You only needed to kill one for this game. Killing two is pointless. If you get bonus points for killing more, then sure. Otherwise, it leaves more clues behind.
Why, Kyo? Why you killed two of our friends?
What on earth are you talking about? No, I'm not the culprit. So why is everyone looking at me like I am? Why? Why are they? Why is it? Calm yourself, Korekio. Yes. You mustn't raise your voice. You mustn't stutter. You mustn't lose composure. You mustn't become flustered. You mustn't waver. Look at their horrid faces. This sorry lot is not worth agonizing over. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
There he goes again. What the hell's wrong with him?
It almost
Her?
seems like he's talking with someone.
Someone? He's just talking to himself. And why the hell is he wearing lipstick?
No matter how loudly you protest, this is a trivial matter. I will never acknowledge your allegations. Not a single one of them. But you see, there is no evidence that I killed Angie. No, I will not acknowledge it. I will only acknowledge facts, true events. I won't acknowledge fiction, mystery. I won't acknowledge your deductions or guesses. Well said. Good job, Koreki. Yes, thanks.
Creeps me the fuck out!
No evidence. There's no evidence that he killed Angie. You're wrong. There's evidence.
What? You do realize bluffs like that won't work, yes?
The weapon that was used to knock Angie unconscious in the empty room. That weapon tells us the whole story, Kyo.
That's not possible. I think you may have misunderstood. Apologize. Come on, apologize. 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 Come on. Apologize. 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 Apologize.
Wenn du aus Versehen auf den Schwanz deines Hundes tretest und ja ein Jaul abgibt.
Seriously, what the hell's happening?
I have no idea what's happening with Kyo, but I know that weapon he used on Angie, I have to prove it to him.
I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong. Yes.
What?
I'm not the culprit. So I have nothing to confess. I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong. Yes, I'm not the culprit.
Ich glaube, man muss...
So I have nothing to
Ja, es ist
confess.
viel besser, wenn man später drückt
I have
als...
nothing to admit.
Zu früh. Okay, verstehe.
You are simply wrong. Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic? That's merely a delusion. Well said, Correcchio. To continue this debate is meaningless. Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic? That's merely a delusion. Well said, Correcchio. To continue... I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me! Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. 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 I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me! Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. 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 I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me! Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. 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 I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me! Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. 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 You have no proof that Correcchio is the killer.
It ends here!
Ist es jetzt okay oder nicht? Also, klar, natürlich ist es okay, in jedem Fall. Also, ihr wisst, was ich meine.
I see. And how do you know the floorboard was the murder weapon?
There was a small patch of dry blood on the underside of the floorboard.
Angie's blood?
Blood that spattered there when the culprit struck Angie with the board. But that's not the only evidence that she was hit with that floorboard. There's also the bloodstain under the floor to consider. For that to be there, the floorboard must not have been in place at the time of the attack.
Good point. Had the floorboard been in place, her blood wouldn't have splattered beneath it.
Keo's earlier confession is further evidence that the floorboard was used.
How?
If the weapon used to hit Angie is the floorboard from the seesaw trick.
It means the culprit knew about the seesaw, so the same person killed Tenko and Angie. I believe that while Keo was
schon mein
setting up
Holz.
the seesaw, he was holding the board when Angie walked in.
And a cold copter with a floorboard!
All you can do now is accept it. You even confessed to Tenko's murder already.
That's true. This is the truth.
Looks like we're almost at the end. All right, Shuichi, I'll leave the finale to you. Bring down the house.
Shuichi, please, put an end to this. For Angie and Tenko's sake. End this class trial.
I understand. I'll go over everything one more time. Keo, I want you to confess. No, I will force you to confess.
Und das machen wir in der nächsten Episode. Bis zur nächsten Episode. Tschüsschen. Schreibt mir in die Kommentare, wie ihr es fandet. Und was für eine Execution gibt's. Bis zum nächsten Mal.